Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there, which we all are hoping and praying we are of that precious elk, because there's no guaranteed seat on the chariots via our Lord and Savior when Yahweh Shai comes back, man. So, without further ado, tonight's lesson is going to be on some of the top or the top banking family. I would say I probably title this lesson the chief synagogue of oppression, the chief house of oppression, which we know that the nation of Edom is. So we're going to get into this. This lesson was brought out by a brother in the GMS Virginia camp, and it was very informative and kind of puts this devil in our crosshairs spiritually to prophesy against Mount Seir. That's what the Lord told us to do, and not only that, we can see the inner workings of this place deteriorating as the days go by. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring out this devil. So the title of the video, of this particular video, Lord Rothschild, which he ain't a lord, he's a dog, he's a damn devil, heathen, a base man, right? Rothschild claims his family created Israel, which is true. So without further ado, let me revisit that. It's true that he did create these 1948ers, right? The fake Jew-ish people, okay? Because you can't be ish of something, And matter of fact, while we at it, I'm going to just go ahead and, before we even kick this thing off, I want, just real quick, right? If this thing will ever load, there we go. So I want to get Revelation 3 and there we go. Revelation 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews. That's right, because you're either all of something or you're not. Okay? It says, which say they are Jews or Jewish, right? And are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Who is he referring to when he says, when the Lord says, I have loved thee? He's talking about Jake. He's talking about the Israelites of Negro, Latino, and Native American heritage, man. The bywords, the proverb and the byword, the mockery that I always get reminded of is when Sleepy Joe, Pedo Joe said, what'd he say? You're not black if you don't vote for me, right? Little mockery, little jabs, talking shit, man, right? And I mean, this is going into this particular video, man. The fake Jewish were erected in 1948. But without further ado, we'll go right into it, man. Salakia. Of course, YouTube want to turn it off. Come on now.
My new book, Keyboard Rich, How Anyone Can Earn Six Figures from Home with a Simple Book.
Backroom deals, betrayal, and a war that...
And as you can see, they still trying to promote that, six figures and all this other stuff, man. The things of this world, man. The wiles of the devil, man. It is all folly, man. All folly. Continue on.
lasted almost 100 years. This is what happened when the richest family in the world decided to create their own country. In 1917, the Rothschilds, the trillion-dollar family that invented modern-day banking, used their money, power, and influence to strike a secret deal with the British government. That deal eventually led to the creation of the country of Israel. But what makes this story more bizarre is the crazy personality of the man who orchestrated this deal. Lord.
And look at that. Like we were highlighting, created. You're a created player. And the Most High had his finger on this thing, the whole time. So like from day one, you're a created player. You're not even, this is the lowest of the low. All right. You men aren't superior in any way, shape, or form. Right?
Walter Rothschild. Walter Rothschild was an enigmatic mega billionaire with so much money that instead of using horses to pull his carriage, he imported zebras from Africa.
He like to refer to him as the first nigga man, trying to flex and stun on the next one. That's why they get that keeping up with the Joneses. Once you get out of that game, man, you start to realize all this shit is materialistic folly. This is not what it's about, man, because we know that our treasures are stored up in heaven, man. John 14, roughly paraphrasing, the Lord said that our mansions, I just had it. He said, "In my Father's house are many mansions," right? So we're not worried or concerned with the things of this world. Just identifying that as well. But he's done a good job of teaching you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to be just like him, man. Stunting on the next, on your brother or your sister. Money hungry, greedy,
Just to show off. This same billionaire also had a super weird hobby of gathering insects and bugs.
Let's fast forward. I think it's...
If the Rothschilds wanted something, they better get it, or they'd be held to pay. Walter Rothschild made the calls he needed to make, pulled the strings he needed to pull, and in 1917, the British government sent Walter an official letter promising to do everything within their power to provide land for the creation of Israel. That letter redesigned the map of the world, and if you need proof, we have a copy of that letter.
November the 2nd, 1917. Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet.
So it's possibly the most famous letter in modern Jewish history, and it begins with 3 words: Dear Lord Rothschild.
That letter, nicknamed the Balfour Declaration, is proof that it was the Rothschild family that created Israel.
And there you go. Going back into that, like you play that video game or whatever, you get that creative player, man, right? That deceived the whole world, man. Just real quick, I thought of instantly, going into what this banking family is about, who they are. Job 9:24. Come on, spiritual demon Satan, fucking with my connection, man. Salakia. This is the book of Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man. Right? Um, who do you think was the author of this? How about Shem Yahshua, man? On the left hand side, you know, he controls good and evil, right? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. You know, that's going into of righteousness, man. The judges on the righteous side of things, you know. Um, it just shows you, how can I put it? It shows you that wickedness is rampant among the earth for a reason, because especially here in Babylon, man, North America, because you got a devil that was ultimately put in rulership by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know. So it's only right that this devil does, you know, acts accordingly. That's what I'm looking for. It's only right that he acts accordingly, man. And I'll get back to this video. Let's see. I think there was something
Was
else I
the
wanted to bring
Rothschild
out.
family that created Israel. But there's even more evidence. In this interview, the head of the Rothschild family proudly explains how his ancestors created Israel. The interviewer begins by asking the question that was on everyone's mind.
Why was it that this letter was sent by the Foreign Secretary to your great uncle Walter?
The reason is obvious, because it was the Rothschilds' money, power, and influence that made the British government fall in line.
There we go. So I'm gonna bring this out too, man, because many nations have had a hand in our oppression, man. In Ecclesiastes 7:7, it says, "What? Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad." I believe. Surely oppression make a wise man mad, because that's why we're sighing and crying. Filtering these scriptures. That's why the Lord set up men of the nation of Israel, the true Israelites, to prophesy against Mount Seir. You know, to bring down this place, to willfully and joyfully see the end of this place, because what, you know, we got next, right? But I'm gonna get that too. I'm gonna get that. I believe that's in Salakia. First, second Esdras, I believe. But we gonna read this first. This is Psalms 83:5, because all nations have had a hand in Israel's downfall. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. That's right. The tabernacles of Edom and Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarians. Okay. Tonight's focus is the tabernacles of Edom, man. That chief oppression house, that chief synagogue house that has had a very, very nasty part in the downfall of the Negro, Latino, and Native American Israelites out there. Okay. And what was I looking for? It's in, you know what? Salakia. I gotta get that. Second Ezra is, I believe it's 6 and start at 8. I think it's somewhere. I know it's chapter 6. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I'll start at 6. Let's see. There we go. I'll start at 7. Second Esdras. Let's see the whole chapter, actually. Salaki. I'll start at 7. This is Second Esdras 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? That's right. Because we're looking, hoping and praying to get up out of this place and get into that rulership, that righteous rulership. You know, that's why we often say, you know, hey, we got next, right? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, representing that we got next. You know, for Esau is the end of the world, and that's what's coming. That's what's being played out on a large scale through prophecy of today. You know, we see this place crumbling. We see what's going on. Make no mistake that this place is the border of wickedness, man. You will be sorely destroyed in the coming destruction of this place if you not grounded in Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Okay? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And we're looking for that, man. We want that that world of righteousness, man. You know. But back to the video. I believe that's
And influence that made the British government fall in line. Years later, Britain kept their promise to the Rothschilds and provided a large piece of land to start Israel. And in May 1948, the State of Israel was officially created. Although this was good news, the Rothschilds were just getting started. What the Rothschilds did next was even more impressive. They invested millions of dollars into Israel, building schools, roads, and everything needed to turn that piece of land into a beautiful country. James.
I'm gonna stop right there, and that's why you have the U.S., the UN, and you know, always backing this place, man, because it's a lot of it's a lot of the banking families have a lot of influential pull and say so when it comes to the command of, you know, running the you always hear the Israeli army, you know, getting ever so many millions or billions of dollars. You know, Biden just sent them, I believe it was 14 million or 14 billion. I believe it was billion. You know, when with that money, he could have easily set the infrastructure here in North America, his own country, you know, all right. But again, you know, this is a demon. This is a devil, man. You know, this is a what's the word I want to give him? Basically, this devil is not upright. That's what I was looking for. In my head, I'm picturing, you know, a wicked, deceitful, you know, creature, which is Esau Edom. All right.
Rothschild single-handedly paid for Israel's Congress building, while Dorothy D. Rothschild paid for Israel's Supreme Court building. However, the more money the Rothschilds spent, the more problems they created.
That's right. That's what I was looking for. There's a big problem with this devil in rulership, man. You know, the scriptures talk about unjust weights and balances. Let's see. More specifically, I wanted to get into just on my tip of my tongue. I think it's second. Yeah. 2 Thessalonians I'll start at verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. And the man of sin being revealed is Esau Edom, the wicked, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh power, or that is worshipped, so that he as Yahweh sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh power, which is not the case, right? This devil would have you believe that he is, with his money and his, banking system, his unjust laws, he would have you think that he is the end all be all, that iconoclasm with that so-called white Jesus, Cesare Borgia, colonialism and the whitewashing of Jake has worked very well on you niggas, man. All right. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. Right? And I'll go down to 8. I'll finish up at 8. Yep. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's what we're looking for, man. We're looking for this place to be destroyed. We're looking for the Lord to come down, Salakia, the Lord to come down here and put a hurting on this devil, man. All right. I'm gonna get this one. I want Micah 2 as well, because we sighing and crying and we're tired of this place, man. Tired of the constant oppression, bills, taxes, our women out of order. It's just a bunch of bullshit, man. This is not a good place to be. And I'm so glad that the Lord has given us the eyes to hear, or I'm Salakia, the ears to hear and the eyes to see. I don't know why I've been wanting to say that lately, Salakia. But yeah, our ears are open. We're walking circumspect, and in all truth, honor, and sincerity, and diligence, laboring in this word via the using the unicorn, going out to the highways and byways, doing the work, man. I love that too. At the top of Micah 2, woe to oppressors, right? It says, Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Who gave them that power? On the left-hand side, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua did, man. Yahweh ordained them to be in the position that they're in, right? And they covet fields and take them by violence, because we know over here in America and in the land, 70 AD, the land, we know through violence, the Romans, and it's the same playbook, man. That's how these devils expand their wicked rule, their wicked rulership. Okay. I'm gonna start at the top again of verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's what these 1948ers have done. It's no secret that they, like we say, the whole world thinks that they're the people when they're not. And who's in last place? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Barely struggling or barely making it, struggling, having to live paycheck to paycheck. You think the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, will have you living like that in the kingdom? Hell no, man. Not at all. So that's all I wanted to bring out. That was a very informative video. Check it out. You can check back on the earlier video. Go to the YouTubes. That's what we have at the interweb to bring edification, amongst the Akim and the brothers and the few sisters out there believing in this word in all truth, honor, and sincerity. So I'm going to close out. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A hearty shalom to the Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, laboring. And peace and salutations to the whole elect out there. To the next video, shalom.